I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. I believe you don't have the confidence and the connection with yourself to be able to handle whatever happens as a result of going into that difficult situation. Whatever it is, guys, whatever it is, you don't have the confidence. You personally don't have the confidence to handle whatever it is that happens. Whatever the fallout is of that difficult decision that you make, that you don't have the confidence and you don't have the self-connection to be able to handle the fallout.
This struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
Typically what I start out doing is just really getting to know the person, and you know, I found that over the years that we just fall out of connection with ourselves and really don't know who we are as a person. And so I really help people in the beginning just establish those things that they really enjoy about themselves, and really decide, you know, determine how connected they are. And you know, so then I will help build self-confidence, and then that leads into more of the special cognitive behavioral skills of trying to figure out kind of what's going on with thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. But I find over time, just teenagers, adults, we just live in so much stress and just kind of this world that feeds us so many messages that we don't really have a good idea of who we are. So that's generally where I'll start. All right, y'all. I talked about getting real, just getting really real on yesterday's vlog. So here we go. I'm getting really real here. I'm getting really real. What stops you? Let me ask you a question. What stops you from doing the hard things in your life? Just take a second, think of something that you believe is just really hard for you to do. Maybe it causes some anxiety, maybe it causes some sadness, maybe it causes some loneliness. I don't know what comes up, what emotion comes up for you, but just think about it for a second. Think about something in your life that you've got going on in your life right now. What keeps you from going into that difficult situation? Maybe it's a phone call that you need to make to someone. Maybe it's going back to school. Maybe it's a career change. Whatever it would be, right? What keeps you from going into that hard thing? What is it? You tell me. Go ahead, tell me. Tell me. You guys think about it. Just say it out loud. You guys say it out loud. We're starting to get real here. We're starting to get real. You guys say it out loud. Tell me. Say it out loud. I want to hear you. I want to hear you. What keeps you from doing whatever it is that you believe is difficult? Think of the thing that is difficult in your life right now. What's stopping you from doing that? What's stopping you from doing that? What's stopping you from making that tough decision, doing that hard thing? I believe I know what it is. I believe I know what it is for you and everyone else. I believe you don't have the confidence and the connection with yourself to be able to handle whatever happens as a result of going into that difficult situation. Whatever it is, guys, whatever it is, you don't have the confidence. You personally don't have the confidence to handle whatever it is that happens. Whatever the fallout is, that difficult decision that you make, that you don't have the confidence and you don't have the self-connection to be able to handle the fallout. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example here. I'm afraid of Ferris wheels, all right? I'm afraid of Ferris wheels. And I struggle to get on Ferris wheel because I'm afraid that the Ferris wheel is gonna fall. The seat is gonna fall, right? If I'm able to accept that the seat may fall, it may fall, and I may die, right? I may die as a result, or I will die as a result, then I would get on that Ferris wheel. I'd get on that Ferris wheel because I can accept and I can handle that whatever the outcome is, I will be able to handle. I'll be able to handle that death, y'all. There's a lot of situations that we may be thinking about, right? Making a career change, maybe changing jobs. Can you handle maybe choosing to quit your job and not know what the next step is in your career? Maybe you'll make less money. Can you believe, can you trust, can you have the confidence in yourself that whatever happens, that you'll be able to handle, If you truly believe in yourself, if you believe in yourself that you can handle whatever the outcome is. The struggle is, y'all, the struggle is a lot of us aren't connected well enough with ourselves. A lot of us aren't connected well enough with ourselves to be able to have that level of confidence, that you can handle whatever happens in your life, all right? So my encouragement to you is, if you've got things in your life that you're really struggling with, if there's a situation in your life, whatever that situation in your life would be, is to really focus on yourself. Focus on getting connected with yourself. Focus on getting that self-confidence. Focus on you being able to tap into you and being able to say, I can handle whatever happens in my life. I can handle it. I'm gonna do a fave review of Bella Napoli. I think it's how you pronounce it. This is legit. Come on, guys. You know this is a legit Italian place. You know I've been on the lookout for over a year now of a meatball sandwich, and I think we got it today, guys. The kicker is that they stopped selling sandwiches, at 4, but they sold me bread. And meatballs. Okay, so I got to put the bread and the meatballs together to make the meatball sandwich. But look, guys, can you see? You hear that? That's the bread I wanted. It's the hard bread on the outside, guys. It's the hard bread on the outside, that crusty bread, and then the soft bread on the inside. We got us some here, y'all. We got us something here. Let's go. The bread is on point, y'all. The bread is on point. Oh yeah. This is already in the 8s. I'm telling you guys now. I've been looking for this exact sandwich. I've been looking for that exact sandwich for over a year. Remember, we went to Grinders, we went to Cascone's, we went to all the Italian places in Kansas City. We couldn't find anything that matched this. This is exactly what I was looking for. Okay, it's time for what's been coming up in client sessions. All right, y'all. What's been coming up in client sessions? You guys know I work with a lot of people struggling with social anxiety, particularly right now because of coming out of the pandemic, the mask coming off and everything else. So I've been talking a bit more about social anxiety lately than I have about many other struggles. So we do some exposure work where we go into the community, into different places in the community, and do social exposures where we do some type of situation where we expose someone to their fear, and then we're looking for their thoughts. So how are they thinking? Are their thoughts distorted? Are they negative? How are they feeling inside physically? Like, is their heart racing? What's their breathing like? Are they blushing? You know, those things. And then what are their behaviors? What are they doing? So we do 4 different types of scenarios, exposures. So one exposure that we do is around initiating conversations, making mistakes in front of other people, asserting self in conflict, and then being the center of attention. All right. And so one of the exposures I like to do around being the center of attention is we'll just walk into, we'll walk down the mall, we'll walk in the hallway, we'll go into stores, and I'll just turn on like Spotify. I'll just turn on some music. And I love playing Justin Bieber and Brittany Spears. I love playing those two. It's just a lot of fun. Hit me, baby, one more time. And so we just walk down through the mall or where we're at. We're just playing music loud. And then I talk with the client, about what their thoughts are. If they think people are looking at them, what the client thinks people are thinking, and then we reframe those thoughts. And then we talk about the feelings that they're experiencing inside, right? And we talk about why they're experiencing those feelings. And so then we, based on a SUD scale, subjective units distress scale, we just keep working through that exposure, that situation until they're SUDS. SUDS is kind of like a pain scale, but for anxiety, we continue to do that situation until their SUDS, their number, has dropped by half. 0 being no anxiety, 10 being the most anxiety ever. So I'm telling you all this because social exposures, especially when we're doing exposures around being the center of attention, they're a lot of fun. We're playing music loud, we're clapping, we're making lots of noise, we're drawing attention to us. And I love social exposures. Let me see if I can give you another idea. About asserting self in conflict. So we'll get on the escalator and we'll just ask the people behind us, can you just wait 5 seconds? Can you just wait, a couple seconds before you get on the escalator, and something like that. Another one, asserting self in conflict would be is that, along with making mistake, is that we'll go to the food court and we'll get some water or something to drink, and then we'll spill it on the floor, and then the client will have to, so the client would do this, they would spill the drink on the floor, and then they have to go up to someone, a cleaning person at the mall, and tell them that they spilled the drink on the floor. That's a good one. Lots and lots of different social exposures we do, y'all. Social exposures are a lot of fun.